Right then, so now let's start our first head-to-head against the first boss. I got to do it in WRC cars, and the Mini is the only one that I have. So we're at Algarve, the super special stage of Portugal, and we can see that the boss is driving the Citroen DS3 WRC. So since this is the first boss, set up the car properly now. So low car, high downforce, short gears, since it's all tarmac stage. Right, so let's begin. So it's amazing how it's just amazing how good this stage looks now compared to how it was in WRC2. The layout is exactly the same, but it's almost unrecognisable because of how nice the graphics look. The thing that struck me was just how, as you can see on the left there on the bar, that the boss is in front of me already. I was amazed actually by just how difficult it was. So this race is nothing to do with ability points at all. You don't earn points in here. It's all about just trying to beat the boss now. So I messed that up there. Use a rewind because you used to be able to go flat out through that part in WRC2, but you just can't seem to do it in WRC3.
Careful. Right 2 and jump. Then right 2 is a hairpin left. 150.
So we have another section that you could do flat out in WRC2. You can't do it now. So I try to go flat out and bang! What a crash. So rewind it. Slow down. And of course you don't get penalised. See, well, I still bump off the wall there, but you know I'm still moving. Oh, my bumper come off. Sorry, I'm still gonna keep going. Yeah, you don't get penalised in head-to-heads for using rewinds because obviously you're not earning ability points here. So first lap over, and I'm in first.
Hairpin left. Right 2 into left 3 and right 2. Then hairpin left. Handbrake. 80. Hairpin left. Very long and hairpin right. Looks like the radiator's damaged. Right left chicane into left 3. 80.
So here we go, coming back now to the part where I crashed.
Right 5.
So I take it a little bit slower this time. I learned from before. And hit the handbrake way too early. And end up hitting the wall.
Careful. Right 2 and jump. Then right 2 is a hairpin left. 150. Right left chicane and 40.
So going flat out now. And just slow down right at the very end there so I don't crash again. So we've got quite a good gap now in front of the boss.
Right 3. Long
Even though he's got a much better car than I have. Coming around. Across the line in first place. Very nice. So nice achievement there. And we're going to rack up some rewards now. We've also unlocked some new events by beating the boss. And I'll get to show you some of these new events.
The Crash and Run contest.
So yeah, again, like, I try sharing this to Facebook and it's still not working. I still can't seem to get it to function for some reason. So anyway, moving on now, we're going to do a crash and run event in Spain with 2-wheel drive pro cars. So I'm going to use my nice Honda Civic since I love it.
The name of the Crash and Run contest says it all. Hit as many targets as possible and avoid the skulls. It would be simple if you didn't have to worry about doing it in the fastest time possible.
Right, so some of you might remember that this is the one from the demo. So yeah, you know what it's about. Basically, you've got to you got to hit gates to earn points and avoid the black ones because they take off points. And then when you've got two gates that are lined up next to each other, which we'll see one in a minute, like by here, you got to crash through the middle of them to get the points for both of them. And of course you can't take it slower there because you got the timer going up there as well at the top. So that was quite easy. Contest passed. Yeah, to earn the 5 stars, you've got to hit every single gate in a crash and run contest. So collecting some more awards now. Now, it'll be a cut here now. Basically, I beat a couple more bosses and unlocked some new event types, such as here, gate contest in Class 3 cars. And the only Class 3 car I had at the time was the Evo 9. It didn't seem to want to load for some reason. I don't know what was up. Weird glitch in the game there, so I just went ahead. Now, oh well, you'll see in a minute how the gate contest is different.
Speed, quick reflexes, and a cool head are the qualities you need if you want to dominate the gate contest. The correct gates only appear at the last moment, so you only have an instant to decide which way to turn.
So here we are now. About to start the gate contest. Now, the way I thought this was going to work was that the green gates give you time and the red ones would take off time. That's not how it works at all. The green ones simply let you pass through them, but if you hit a red, it slows you down. It doesn't seem to damage the car, it just brings you down to quite a steep halt. But yeah, you can earn no time at all. I mean, you see that the challenge is the fact that you got to go fast, but the gates don't change colour until you get close enough to them. Now, some of these are easy to work out, some of them really throw you off, like here. I mean, the green gates follows the apex of the stage. Like sometimes they stick a red on the apex, like by there. Normally I would have kept in type by there, but and by here, but they stuck a red gate there to really throw you off. So you can see I hit a red gate there and it brought my car to a halt. It doesn't give you a time penalty, but obviously the penalty comes in the fact that you've got to get your speed up again then. Through more gates now and crossing the line with a good 3 seconds to spare to get the 5 stars. And we have to finish with at least 8 seconds left to get the 5 stars. And you finish with 14. This clip now is just a quick clip of the 90s class. This is my first car I owned for the 90s class, a Toyota Celica 4-wheel drive on the Argentinian rally. This was a single rally. It was a 3-stage rally. It was. I just wanted to show off a quick clip of this car and this nice finish I have across the line here. Look at that, bang! So a lot of the Suzuki Swift S1600 and some new liveries, some new sponsors, and some new parts for cars. So after after beating some more bosses, I unlocked the Top Rally contest. This is the first one here in Portugal with the 90s cars. I unlocked the Evo 3 at this point.
The organisers of the Top Rally contest have decidedly concentrated on spectacle. But however unusual the adversaries you race against, maybe the only thing that counts is being the first one to cross the finish line.
Now, the Top Rally contest, these are quite challenging because you're racing against something that isn't a car. Not only that, but you have to finish the stage in a certain time limit, and you get no pace notes either. So it's quite tough. So you've got to race against something in the air. In this case, we're racing against a helicopter.
Great, go.
So we can see the helicopter up there, and the map on the left shows us how far the helicopter is, and it says in the top left there, like you were second. I need top of the car if I'm taking the hairpin too tight, because I've got it's quite hard because you've got no pace. I mean, some of the turns are obvious like the hairpins, but when you're going straight and you've got like slight turns, you want to know exactly how fast can you take those turns. But the helicopter's still beating us, and this is where Portugal gets really tight and technical with all its hairpins and stuff. We've just about managed to get first now, because we've got more hairpins here. I'm not too sure if the helicopter follows the layout of the stage or it just races alongside me. I don't know about that. I like the Evo 3, but I think I probably prefer the Toyota Celica personally. Not exactly sure why, I think it's just a personal preference thing. So we have to finish it with at least 7 seconds remaining, and we've got 20 left, and we've got a good gap over the helicopter all of a sudden. I don't know what happened to it. It seemed to slow down quite a lot. So 13 seconds, there we go, past it. Or 12 seconds as the game says. So here's another Top Rally contest, this time in Mexico. We're racing against a plane using the Subaru Impreza from the 2000s class. This one's even harder, just because of the lack of pace notes and the fact that Mexico's a much tougher rally. So we can see the plane now. It's currently beating us right now. So we have to finish again with 7 seconds to spare. And I cut the hairpin really tight there. Nice flowy drift through there. So we've gotten first place now off the plane. Cut the hairpin too tight, get reset. Nice to see that they've cut down on the clamp. They've clamped down on the cut-in in this game. So suddenly we're getting quite a good gap over the plane. I'm not too sure why. But okay, they're winning. So that nice straight there helped us get an even bigger gap over the plane. So we're going down this little windy road now until suddenly into the trees.
Okay?
It was a good job, I had a good gap over the plane so then I could reverse and drive away. Yeah, that's another thing I should mention. You get no rewinds either in the Top Rally contest, so you really have got to get it right. And I managed to get the 5 stars with just 1 second remaining. Across the line with a clock on 8. Or 7, as the game seems to think. So exactly 200 stars now. We get the Ford RS 200. Gorgeous car. Really happy to unlock that. So another Top Rally contest, this time in Germany. We're against helicopter with the WRC cars, and I'm here using the Polo. So this was quite tough because Germany is an old tarmac stage, and it's can be really fast. So the helicopter's got a really good gap over us already. It's flying ahead, or quite literally flying ahead. yeah, Germany's a really fast rally. I hate Germany personally, and it's even more tougher without a co-driver. Claimed first place now, really pushing it. There's a lot of good opportunities in Germany to go really flat out with it. We see the helicopters in front of us, but apparently it's behind us. I'm not too sure how that works out. I lock up the brakes here, almost flying into the barrier, just about managed to save it. So the helicopter's catching us up now, but we're still keeping first place. So we are now on the final bit, nice long straight to finish it off. Almost, until there's a turn. Until we really get towards the end now, where there is just nothing but straight to the finish. Across the line at about, was it 115 miles per hour? Very nice.